Last night's Ravens-Browns game, the third highest scoring game in Monday Night Football history, behind only the Rams' 54-51 shootout over the Chiefs in 2018 and the Packers' 48-47 win against Washington back in 1983. It had everything. It had twists, turns. If this was a Hollywood movie, we would say, that's not true. That's fiction. But the Ravens beat the Browns in a wild game last night, and John Harbaugh, after the game, said the game was stranger than fiction. Ravens holding off the Browns in a game that, well, you had just about everything that you wanted. You had marquee players playing well. You had Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield going back and forth. Jackson disappears in the fourth quarter, goes to the locker room. We don't know why he's in the locker room, how long he's going to be in the locker room. Gets treated for cramps. Baker Mayfield took advantage, gave the Browns the lead. Jackson comes out of the locker room, 2 minutes to go, long touchdown pass. Browns immediately come back, and then Justin Tucker hit a game-winning field goal. Final seconds, there was also a safety because the line was Baltimore -3. Turned out to be a 5-point margin. This is why we see these big TV ratings for NFL games, because you never know what's going to happen. And last night was certainly proof of that. Here's John Harbaugh, the Ravens head coach, after the game.
They played a very good football game, and we played a very good football game. It was it's a game that's going to go down in history. So just proud to be a part of it, and really proud of our players.
Here is Baker Mayfield on seeing Lamar Jackson appear from the locker room.
He's an unbelievable player, unbelievable guy. I mean, his work ethic is unreal. It was like the scene out of a movie. You know, I hate that for Trace McSorley, praying that he's okay. But as soon as he went down, you could see Lamar trotting back out on the field. It was, geez. I mean, he's a great player. So, you're going to have to just try and contain him. You're never going to be able to stop guys like that. He's just a great player.
Oh. The saying goes, you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him, Baker. I mean, if you're going to do it, then do it right.
That's an homage to him.
Here is Lamar Jackson. He was wondering what you were wondering when he went into the locker room.
I get a ball to JK and my legs just start cramping. And I'm like, bro, I need something now, to help me get better real quick, because this is a crucial game right here. Both teams are playing their hearts out. And we went to the back. Dr. Tuck, she was helping me out a lot. And, Trace was doing a great job dropping the ball down the field. And then I see him go down, and I'm like, we got to start now. We just got to go out there now. And I start running out there. Kel running with me. It's fourth down. And offensive line blocked their tail off, and our guys just made great catches, and we came out with the victory.
Also, he wanted you to know that he didn't pull a Paul Pierce. He didn't have to use the bathroom.
I was cramping. I ain't pulling a Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
I didn't pull a Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
I was cramping.
Yeah, because we don't know sometimes when athletes disappear and you go, oh, like it happens. Golfers do this all the time. You'll see them hit a tee shot and then you'll see them run and you'll go, where are they running to? And you go, they're going to a porta potty. Twitter had a field day on the final quarter last night. And Lamar Jackson just wants everybody to know that he didn't have to use the bathroom. He was going in there because he was getting an IV. I think somebody noticed a Band-Aid on his arm as if, he had some kind of IV there. But there were some Twitter snoops who were looking to see if Lamar Jackson was telling the truth. But that was a lot of fun. Baltimore was favored, so you can't be surprised at the outcome. I think the number of points, you're surprised. If my takeaway with the Cleveland Browns is, you better get a defense here, because that's a team that can't throw the football very well, and you allowed them to score 47 points. I thought Cleveland looked good. That's the offense I want to see. Baker had a bad interception. You still ran the ball well. You made some plays. But if you're not going to play any defense, or you're going to give up that kind of offense, then you're going to be a one and done in the postseason. They got the Giants coming up, and they're only slight favorites. I think 3.5-point favorites. Then they had the Jets, and then they had the Steelers. All right, win one more of those games. You got 10 wins, and I think a Cleveland Browns fan would have signed up in a hurry if you said you're going to have 10 wins this year. You might get 11 wins here. And maybe Pittsburgh is resting some of their players in the final weekend. But there's a chance you're going to be a wild card team, it looks like. As for Baltimore, you had to have it. And they feel like the more dangerous team, and they're going to get healthier. And that's something that the NFL, the NFC, or the AFC has to be on alert. Baltimore's going to be better than we've seen them in the last couple of weeks. But 47-42, last night's final.